Hi guys, welcome to Talking Teen Wolf for this week. I hope you made it through the episode on Monday and you weren't too traumatized. Most of it I'm just kind of living in a happy state of denial about until I can't anymore. And you'd be surprised how long I can do that. A long time. Eric is totally fine. What are you talking about? Anyway, you're probably wondering what that is behind me, and that is the result of me trying to answer probably one of my most asked questions, and that is, who exactly do I want to get it on in Teen Wolf? This isn't who I ship, because that would be like way too long and full of meta-analysis, and you don't really care. This is just who I think should get naked and bump uglies. I thought it would be an easy question to answer, but as you can see behind me, it kind of became a little bit of a clusterfuck. But here we go. This is Undergirl's incredibly complicated and very long list of people who should fuck on Teen Wolf. Basically, Scott and Allison have already had sex, and I wouldn't mind them sleeping together again, so that's one down. I ship Derek, so yes, I want Stiles and Derek to have sex. But I also think that Lydia and Derek should have angry sex, because that would be hot. And if Lydia and Derek are having sex, and that's not really fair to Stiles, so, I think Lydia and Stiles should have sex at least once. And, if Derek's there at the time, that's totally fine as well. I also think that, and this is like would be my favorite storyline ever, that Stiles and Allison should get drunk and have an awkward hookup, because that would just be awesome. And then, of course, obviously, Lydia and Scott would have to, get back at them somehow. And I wonder how they would do that. Plus, that kiss in season 1 was super hot. Derek's been pining after Scott for quite some time, so, surely at some stage, Scott, because he's such a nice guy, would just throw him a bone. Speaking of throwing a bone, Erica was in love with Stiles, and, he's a nice guy too, so he would probably go there. But then Erica doesn't really need anyone to throw her a bone, because she's clearly going to get it on with Boyd. And, probably Isaac as well, and while we're at it, we just may as well add Derek in there and have it a whole pack thing. But it wouldn't be fair for Derek to sleep with just Erica, so he should probably sleep with Isaac as well. And Boyd. And let's just have one big, awesome, polygamous mess of pack sex. Good? Yes. And then, of course, I have to add Scott and Isaac in there, but I'm reluctant to add them to the Undergirl's awesome list of people who should fuck on Teen Wolf, because they would clearly make love. Alright, so then moving on to the Hale pack, and I've added Cora in there because I'm just ready to love her, and I want to love her, and I'm hoping she's not evil, when chances are she probably will be. Okay, so Cora just reminds me of someone, and therefore would be someone else's type, so yes, I think Cora and Stiles should probably get it on. And because, Stiles is getting it on, then Lydia, she's not going to let Stiles do anything without her. So I think, Lydia and Cora would be a good thing. Oh, while we're on the topic of Lady Love and Lydia, well, Allison and Lydia should probably just fuck already. And despite the fact that it's, super creepy and you're all totally squeaking me, Peter and Lydia should probably get it on. And considering we're talking about creepy Peter taking advantage of people who are younger than him and vulnerable, Peter and Isaac should probably happen as well. Oh, and just because I just want to make things just make you that little bit more uncomfortable, let's talk about Peter and Derek. Sorry. Well, obviously there's Melissa and the Sheriff, which, is probably going to happen. And then you've got Melissa and Chris, and I know they haven't really interacted that much, but I just think Chris would be good, and Melissa needs to get some. Speaking of Melissa needing to get some, I know he's still creepy, and he totally, fucked her over, but it'd be nice if Melissa got some revenge sex with Peter. And because I think that Melissa should just get everyone, I think that her and Derek should totally get it on. Plus, Derek has that thing for older women, and also Derek with his thing for authority figures. Derek and Chris. And while we're talking about Romeo and Juliet werewolf hunter romances, let's just throw Peter and Chris out there, because, yes, they would.